Hello, welcome to the next edition of Thursday's Carnage. And today, I think it's going to be a pretty sweet day. We're trying out the new Lukka, Bound to Ruin, in a Storm the Festival deck. I think it's one of the better versions or variants of dinosaurs right now. So we tried pure aggro the last edition. This edition, we're going to go a little bit more rampy and curve out on top end at about 5 mana value. So hopefully you guys like this kind of content. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe. And let's get into it. So as you see down below, the cost of this deck is $287. So it's not terrible. If you're planning on trying to get into Pioneer, it's about on par with other decks. We do have 3 and 3 of the elves, which is pretty critical. 4 raptors, 3 ranging raptors with 4 of the stompers as a way to ramp us, and we should be able to do that quite consistently with to get to storm the festival. We have Lukka, 3 crasher. I think this is honestly the best build with crasher in it. So if you want to, this is one of your favorite dinosaurs, I would heavily consider playing this variant. We of course have Reggie, which is just an all-star with storm the festival because multiple dinosaurs come down. They should have haste. So Reckless Rages are our choice of removal, along with Lukka. Sideboard, we have Alpine Moon for Lotus Field. We have Cinder Vines as a way to hit on artifacts and enchantments. Hammer Time is becoming a deck. We have a Obliterating Bolt for removal, Herd for graveyard hate, Thrashing McGee's for more artifact and enchantment removal in the form of a dinosaur, Chandra, 2 Vivians, and another Lukka for the control matchup. We could bring them in, sub out Crashers, and run it like that. So, no further ado, let's see Storm to Lukka in action. Breeding Pool, tapped, passes. We're here to try Lukka. This is not a horrible hand by any stretch. We'll play Elf, go. A Breeding Pool does lead me on to maybe thinking this is Lotus Field. Out of War doesn't change much. Bay, sure, so I can't attack. Play another elf. Ship the turn. I could shoot it down, but what's the point? Scrying for Lotus Field. Plays Lotus Field. Okay, these rages are not very good. We're actually, Alpine Moon's our only card on the board, I think, for this matchup. Lukka. And we minus. Ship the turn. That's a good target for a rage. So if that's being staged, you just tap out. No attacks. Passes. So first things first, we will attempt to shoot him down. We're waiting for him to try to target this. And then we will go for a Basaju on it. Attack, attack, attack. Okay, pass the turn. Impulse. Seems like a good move. Good recovery. Now, keep in mind, if he draws a stage here, he technically can play it, and he has 4 mana. He could pay 2 into it to copy it, then use the 2 mana, untap 2 lands to go off this turn. But Tentacle Sanctum, that's not a problem at all. 4 over pages, we can't do anything, so we'll just let him do his turn. Another Scrying. To get a stage, or to get a Lotus Field? Stage. I'm pretty sure you played a land this turn, though. Yep. You played the Sanctum. Passes. Storm the Festival. Gorge. Stomper. And the only reason we got the Gorge there over the Elf is because we want to be able to get to the Stomper to attack. Make another toxic threat. Go to combat. Smash that face. Alright, we just gotta pray he doesn't win this turn, which is highly unlikely. I mean, all he has to do is pay these 2, copy the Lotus Field, and he has pretty sure many ways of untapping the field plus stage. I mean, we tried. For a mid-range deck, I think we did okay, which mid-range usually is bad against this matchup. Yep, Hidden Strings. 4 over pages, seems good. Here comes Sultai Ultimatum. No, he just does a ballot recovery. Turns 4 over pages. Okay. I mean, if he did play Ultimatum, I think I'm going to scoop. Just because he has 8 cards in hand, plus an Ultimatum. There's just no way we can assure that he's not going to whiff and fizzle out. Even though we're going to win next turn. Classic struggles of aggro decks against the unfair magic. Alright, he can't win. So that actually puts us in a really good position because this might also be pretty relevant. We definitely don't need Lukka. We really need to trim down our big spells because we need to go really aggro. Actually, wait a minute. Reckless Rage is just kind of a dead card. I think I keep Chandra or like that. Plays the Temple of Mystery. Cries. Passes. Stomping Grounds. Tap. Go. Hope this hand's fast enough. Raptor. It's kind of a decent dinosaur hand. Just can't interact with our opponent's deck. We probably need a more Alpine Moons for this matchup, but passes after getting a Lotus Field. Play Gorge. Play Raptor. Ship the turd. Taps both for a green and a blue. Plays Lotus Field. Oh, another Scrying to get Thespian Stage. Seems good. And sacks his 2 lands. Play Gorge. Play Raptor. Go to combat. Smack that face. Play Thespian Stage. If he passes, then we know he's just literally going to copy the Lotus Field. If he does a little bit this turn, yeah, it means he has something else to do other than just copy. Or maybe he's doing this now because... No, he's... Okay, Vizier, sure. 4 over pages, sure. Okay, copies and passes. Best case scenario, we draw Alpine Moon. Reggie. I think Reggie makes the most sense here. So, gives us the most damage this turn. This becomes a 6/3 for 13 damage. 1 short. Plays a Botanical Sanctum. Cycles. Vizier. Picks up 4 over pages. Plays the 4 over pages. He has 9 cards in hand. Probably loots away a land here. Impulse, that's a great sign. But then again, he still has 4 mana left over. Turn, do you use a Vizier or use the 2-drop? Another Impulse. Okay. I guess he finds the Stirrings. Untaps the 2. Yep, strings. He scoops it up. Watery Grave, tapped. That's not a good sign. Stomping Grounds, tapped. If this is normal Dimir control, we're probably going to end this one as a 1/1. Oh, Saltai. Oh, okay. This is Neo form. Sure. Neo to... Oh, it's Velmachus. Classic. Alright, so we go ahead and drop down a Raptor. Ship the turd. Another contingency plan. So I'm assuming he's going to play land and maybe delve a bunch of cards. It would make the most sense to me. He's milling his Neo forms. Plays a tap Breeding Pool. Never mind. Another Raptor. This is turning into a much worse hand because normally I kept this double Raptor hand because of the fact that I assumed he would have some sort of removal for the first one, not expecting there never to be a removal spell. All right, hit you for 4, pass the turn. Mana Confluence, he can go for right here, right? It's a perfect opening, so he could delve, Mandrills, and then Neoform. Okay, here comes Velmachus. You just gotta hope he whiffs on Sweeper or extra turn spells. Alright, he gets 1. Yep. Alright, goes to combat, smacks our face. Yeah, so we definitely need hands with elves in it. But you can't be this slow against this deck. Alright, smacks our face. Thoughtseize. Takes Reggie. Smacks face. 1 more extra turn spell and he wins. Okay. Yeah, got me. This looks like a horrible matchup. Grindy doesn't make a lot of sense. Guess hers, just so we can... I guess delay his delve. Not like that. Stomping Grounds tapped. Go. No elf, but this hand is, I guess, okay. Passes. Raptor. Go. Botanical Sanctum. Contingency plan. Sure. Puts 1 on top. Puts 4 into the yard. Alright. So we go ahead and drop down Ripjaw Raptor. Looks like close to the exact same hand last time. Draw a card. Gorge. That's not good. Hit your face. Pass the turn. But the difference, I guess, we're on the plate this time, which is a bit of a difference, right? Plays a Mandrills. All right, in Neoforms. Yeah, this is just a really bad matchup. So this is no fault at all to the Dinosaurs tribe. Like, combo decks exist. Okay, he whiffs and gets a Thoughtseize. Sure, take it. Down to 14. Oh my god, another land. Problem is, we're just kind of dead because we can't get through a Vigilance Dragon. Ugh. Especially not if we draw lands like that. Yep, scheming seems good. Just because I can, I'm going to pop that Watery Grave. I don't really need to, but I just kind of want to. Shocks himself, sure. Goes to combat, smacks that face. Contingency plan. That reassures that he gets an extra turn next turn, right? Because he should put 2 cards back on top. If you see that, that means we know he found a extra turn spell. Well, he did not play that correctly. Because now he's going to draw that with a card draw. All right, we go to combat attack. We got nothing. Okay. All right, 1-1 with the deck. Let's get into the next. Elf, go. Temple Garden, untapped. Elcid, sure. Play Carplusion Forest. Go to combat. No attacks. Pass the turn. Hollow Fountain, untapped. Looks like a Boggle style deck. Maybe 3-color Boggles. And you can choose Reign of Truth. Okay, seems reasonable. We're not trading because we need this Ripjaw Raptor to come down this turn to have a shot here. Ripjaw Raptor, go. He pumps Elcid, plays a tap land, foretells a card, passes. All right, this on red. Raptor, go ahead and shoot it with Rage. Draw a card, go to combat, smack that face, flips it over. Doomscars, plays a Temple Garden, untapped. Authority of the consoles, play Raptor, go. Another Elcid, foretells a card, shoot that down. Untap. Ripjaw Raptor. Okay, so he gains 2 life. Smack you for 4. Put you down to 11. Plays a Grove. Do you have another some threat here? Doomscars. Okay, that must have been a foretell card. Weaver of Harmony. Alright, so we storm the festival. Ripjaw Raptor. Crashy McGee's. They come into play tapped. That's fine. Pass the turn. This definitely offsets my Reggie, though. That's kind of sad. Normally, this would have been amazing. Storm the festival. Get in there for 9. Make a potential 9/9. Pretty busted, but there's authority of the consoles. Another Weaver of Harmony. You attack. You should, because you're probably not going to block with it. Alright, so we go to combat. Attack with everything. See how he blocks. Okay, so we shoot 1 down, hit Reggie. That way there's no shot for him to kill my big dude. Alright, deal damage. Make 4/7/7. Maybe I should have played him first. That's probably win more though, honestly. Alright, I think we just pass. And we have this in case he does another Doomscar. Scoops it up. So looking at for us, we do have Cindervines, Crashy McGee's, Vivian, go down Lukka. Vivian's better. Go down Raptors as a whole. Maybe a Reckless Rage. Maybe go, yeah, just go down a Rage. I don't like that. We go down a bunch of Rages and we start with a hand with 2 in them. It's very weird. All right, we're going to lead off with a Gorge. So the opponent plays a Hollow Fountain, untapped. Elcid, yep, figured that was coming. Play Gorge, ship the turn. Glacial Fortress, goes to combat, smacks that face. Take it, down to 19. We're both at 19. Dawn of Hope, interesting. Play the Forest. Raptor, go. I guess that makes the elf a lot worse, but that's fine. Another Glacial Fortress. Authority of the consoles, sure. Foretells a card, which is probably Doomscar. Put that on red. Play Cindervines. Shoot down the Elcid. Attack you. Pass the turn. Plays a tap land. Headquarters. Play a tap land, which is good. Because next turn, we can double elf if we have to. If he kills this raptor. Smack you. Pass the turn. So all else fails, we'll probably just Cindervines the authority of the consoles away. That way the Storm the Festival is better. Weaver, sure. That clearly means he's not in the wheelhouse of blowing stuff up. Eidolon. Alright, so we go ahead and destroy that. Blow up the authority. Down to 13. Alright, that resolves. Passes. Stomper. Definitely overtap, but that's fine. That pushes us up 1 more mana for the Storm the Festival. And we'll definitely get frisky this turn. Grab a forest. Go to combat. Smack that face. Takes it down to 9. Nope, he chomps. I don't think he's in a very good position. He's in top deck mode. We have something we're actually actively working towards, which is Storm the Festival. This can whiff, but don't jinx us. Doomscar. Alright, so next turn we double elf. Plays a tap land. Passes. Carplusion Forest. Actually, we don't even need the elves. Storm the Festival. Thrashy McGee's and Vivian. Uptick Vivian. Grab Reggie. Ship the turn. So we didn't really get to show off Lukka in these matches. I mean, I thought 2 would be enough to show at least once or so, but it doesn't seem like it. And he looks like he's going to get flooded out. So he can make a 1/1. So he's not exactly, dead, but it's pretty dang close. So we uptick, get Marauding Raptor, play Elf, Raptor, and this costs 4. Yeah, maybe I should have done something slightly different. I was trying to get down an Elf before. Looking at this, once we get this emblem, it should just help us get through this damage. All right, he chumps, pass the turn, tap land. Oh my god, that's it? Ripjaw Raptor, draw a card, play the mountain, uptick Vivian, take a forest, I guess. Regisaur Alpha. So I think he has to chomp my Marauding Raptor, because he's going to become like a go to combat, attack with everything. No authority of the consoles, and he can't slow us down. Classic dinosaurs. Yep, he makes a 1/1. I'm assuming he has to block this Raptor just to be profitable here, even though he can't technically trade with the Elf. Alright, seems good. Takes a bunch of damage, down to 4. He gets to draw a card, which is relatively decent. I'm not sold on his deck though. Next turn we can ultimate Vivian, and then play another Vivian. He scoops it up. So we went 3-1 with the deck. Let's get the wrap up. So what did we learn this week about this deck? And again, this deck really does showcase the power of the deck as a whole. Lukka felt okay. Definitely didn't find a match where he was actually relevant. The best thing about this deck is that we could easily swap out our planeswalkers around to find out what's the best in a given matchup. Even though we do lose Domri, but maybe I should play Domri instead of Raptor. I don't know. I definitely I love my Domri raid. It's not Domri raid, but Domri Anarcha Bolus. Definitely one of the sweetest planeswalker ever. But yeah, I think I swapped him out for Lukka. So what's weird about Lukka, right? Without, I guess, Galta, like his -4 is reasonable, but is he ever just better than Chandra, right? The +2 is a green and a red for creature spells. This is just 2 red for any spell, which ramps us into our storm. Maybe that's the reason to go with Chandra over Lukka. But Lukka, I mean, does have the ability to make dorks, which is really good against control. Even though Chandra is relatively still decent against control, I think Lukka's better. Maybe those could be flipped around, move all 3 Lukkas to the side. But I wanted to try to see if I couldn't showcase them. I definitely failed on that aspect. But the deck felt pretty decent. I really like the package that I have constructed. 6 elves, 4 raptors. It seems like it's always consistent. It's always good. It's kind of stock in my opinion when it comes to dinosaurs. Outside of that, I really like it. The sideboard could use some tweaking. Lotus Field would be a huge problem for this deck. Probably more so than Control. Just because we are not fast enough necessarily to beat them. So that is something we should probably address at some point in a future dinosaur episode. What is the best sideboard pieces we could use? How many slots do we need to dedicate to that? Because our worst matchups, like I said before, are Control, Lotus Field, and probably Mono Green. So like those are our 3 worst matchups. I don't really worry about Rakdos mid-range as much. I feel like I have a decent matchup in that regard. I beat Boats multiple times, so I think we're faster, slightly faster than Boats, especially when you can go Elf, Reggie, like in the short that I revealed. Yeah, so the deck was awesome. If there's anything that I missed, let me know down in the comments. Are you guys enjoying the Thursday's Carnage? Because I know I am. And next week, next edition, I probably will try some sort of hybrid between Lukka and the brand other T-Rex. So I'm super sad about that. And so until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day.